We talk about some Purdue basketball now, not just whether or not their coach's semantics pissed us off. Can we do like basketball player evaluation?
Sure.
How mentally are you emotionally stable enough to do this?
No.
Should we scrap it?
No.
I don't want to scrap it because I actually have some exciting takeaways from this. Okay,
Carry me.
I will carry you. So this is week 2 of summer practice stuff for every college basketball program, but this is the first time we're getting a serious behind the scenes look at Purdue basketball. The same reason Matt Painter was in front of a microphone yesterday talking, media were allowed to watch Purdue players in the gym a little bit. And I want to shout out the Purdue rival site, Boiler Upload, because they put up a bunch of clips of individual players. Like we got Cam Heide highlights, CJ Cox highlights. You can see some clips from the full practice itself. All in all, highly recommend actually watching them because I watched them and I'm gassed up about Purdue. This is why, like, I keep swinging. Like, I'll go here and like kind of criticize something Painter said, and then I'll come right back and be like, I love these basketball players. That's why they always have me on their side right now. There's a lot to like here. That's my initial takeaway. I know you watched these as well. We were texting about them last night. So can I get some takeaways from you on the early impressions of Purdue basketball?
CJ Cox looks good in that 5'5".
It looked really good.
He looked really good. And there's a lot been said about like Painter signing this big freshman class, right? Now one less because of departures that he spoke about, but it's looking like Painter might have a little bit of an issue on his hand, but like a good issue because our guy's gonna redshirt, which guys are gonna play, who's gonna be in the rotation. Because based off the clips that I've been seeing, and going back to like what you talked about, even if I'm not the biggest believer in like Jacobson starting year one, there's other people who are stating after watching these practices they find it hard pressed that Jacobson might not start from day one. So it's really seeming like we're hearing a lot of what the freshmen are doing and how their bodies look ready and how they've been impacting these summer practices, which I think is a good sign for Purdue. But one thing I will say, or I want to ask you on this, are you concerned at all that we're not hearing about any of the other guys, or are we just assuming they're good to go?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Like when you say other guys, can I get the names of the guys?
I'd like some Colvin talk. I'd like some TKR talk in there.
I thought there were signs of Colvin. I thought there
Okay.
were signs of
I,
Colvin.
from what I've seen, I might have missed some things. I've seen a lot of CJ Cox, a lot of Burgess, a
Burgess
good
with
amount,
some
some good
red
camp.
shirt rumblings.
Yeah, but who really knows? They might redshirt all six. Who knows? That's the paint way.
Yeah. The one I would pick out if there is a guy that like meets what you're saying, like, damn, I wish we were seeing a little more of, is TKR. But no, I'm not worried about it. But from everything I watched yesterday, the only guy that like in the back of my mind, I was kind of like, huh, wasn't a ton of him that I expected was Kaufman-Renn, who we're very high on. We think is going to be one of the best bigs in the Big Ten. I thought CJ Cox looked great. I echoed everything you say. I didn't have him in my head as like a guy who would play at all in year one. From what I saw yesterday, like I don't see how you keep him off the floor. At a bare minimum, at least he's like bench role Cam Heide 2.0. Surprised you didn't say this one. Cam Heide looks awesome. Awesome. Like that dude's flying around. His shot looks great. Like I mean last year he shot the piss out of the ball, right? So like I don't think anyone's doubting Cam Heidi's shooting ability, but last year it didn't feel like he necessarily let it fly super freely, if that makes sense. Like it's like Cam Heide knew when he was on the court, he was the fifth option at all times, right? We're trying to run things through Zach Edey. We're trying to run things through Braden and Fletcher. My role here is to be in the right spot and think my way through this and fly around. It just so happened that while he was on the court, he was also a good defender, a big time athlete, and he made all his shots. Now he's letting that thing fly a little bit, Cart. And he looks jacked. Like I know we've done the whole like has Fletcher Lawyer been in the gym thing. There's no denying Cam Heide has been in the gym. That man is built like a Greek god. I feel very strongly that Cam Heide is going to be underrated on preseason Big Ten lists. And I think there is a world here where Cam Heide is the second best player on Purdue.
Is that a good thing for Purdue?
I think it's a great thing for Purdue because Heide to me is a big time upside guy. It would mean he overtook Lawyer and TKR as featured options more than those guys weren't ready.
Yeah. I mean, I think I echo everything that you said. Heide looks the part. I don't think you're ever gonna have an issue with Heide looking the part. You just want to see what his role is gonna look like with the increased minutes that I think he's gonna be seeing.
That
If
shot's
he
so
if he's
smooth.
comfortable in that role.
The shot is so smooth. Like I love the jumper's just so good. And I don't know. I'm just super into it. Like how do you have a guy who had the dunk he had in the championship game and also is just like a knockdown shooter from three? Like I love that guy as an archetype. I thought Colvin looked miles better defensively from what I saw. And I think we heard echoes of that as well from people who were tweeting out. Shout out to Craig Bowers, who's in the gym. Sounds like just in general, Colvin isn't thinking as much, and that's always good. Kind of knows where he's supposed to be. You've been a Daniel Jacobson skeptic. Early impressions of Daniel Jacobson?
He had a nice hook over a pad by Coach Brantley.
That's all I'm gonna get from you.
That's all I saw, unless I'm missing things.
Okay. Again, rumblings from people in the gym that's like, this guy's got to be the starting center.
It's gonna be hard to pick out 5 given these rumblings.
Yeah, Pate might need to make some phone calls and promise that you don't have a promised role to some people. You might need to clean things up a little more.
Get ready, world. Get ready, Big Ten. Purdue's still damn good.
They're going to be really good. Do you feel better or worse about Purdue next season in general after this video or these videos?
Better.
I feel better. I feel like I feel like you didn't even believe that.
No, I feel better.
Okay. What's the starting lineup for Purdue? Have you changed your mind on that at all?
I'm gonna go Braden, Fletcher, Miles, Heide, TKR.
I'm sticking with mine. I think it's TKR and Jacobson with Miles off the bench. That's where I'm at. And I think that echoes what I've seen. Like, I think those have been the 5 best players. I would say Miles Colvin looks like the 6th best player on this team right now. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing for Purdue. But we'll see. Payne's going to have some decisions to make. The NBA draft is coming up, and I've got something awesome for you. We are partnering with the people at NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K is the best video game on earth. The people at 2K Lab are making some awesome stuff to make that game even more fun, and they just launched their 2024 NBA Draft Simulator, where you can find the official Sleepers Media big board. We ranked our top 75 players in this draft class. Me, Carter, Brian Ralph, Riley Davis. We did it together, and it is featured on the 2K Lab NBA Draft Simulator. You can take control of any team in the draft, play GM with just one click, and see our entire rankings before these videos even come out. Check out the link in the description of this video to try out the draft sim for yourself, and you can find more mini games at nba2klab.com/NBA-mini-games.